This is a true story, and it made me realize that I'm probably never exploring the woods alone ever again. Enjoy. This happened 8 years ago, and I still think about it every single day. I was 18 when this happened. It still makes me shiver when I think about it, which is every single day. I genuinely think I avoided something very bad happening to me. As I always say, if your gut is telling you something, if your instincts are telling you something, it's probably true. I live in a very mountainous and heavily forested part of the world. There are lots of forestry roads which are also used for recreation. I used to have an off-roading vehicle and would go everywhere in it with friends and on my own, camping or just exploring for the day. One particular day, I set off by myself to a place I had been quite a few times. It was close by to where I was living at the time, and it had lots of beautiful spots to pull off and walk down to the river or waterfall. I just wanted to go have a nice peaceful day on my own. Now, if I've learned anything, it's that usually when you're trying to find a nice peaceful day on your own, away from everyone else, with some beautiful scenery, that's when you end up killed. It's unfortunate, but it's true. It's like every single time I ever found a peaceful location that was just away from everyone and like I started to relax for a little bit, here comes some freaking creepy serial, like Ted Bundy type figure or some crazy cracked out homeless guy. Every single time. I was about halfway down the road and I had the urge to pee so badly. Been there, sister. Been there. By the way, I just checked to see if this was a girl or a boy, seeing if like I missed something at the beginning of the thread that clarified. This OP's name is Fat Girl Wonders. I love that name. One of my favorite Reddit usernames I've ever seen. I was about halfway down the road and I had the urge to pee so badly. Normally, I can hold it forever, but I knew that I couldn't in this instance. I pulled over next to a small hill, like when the edge of the roads are higher, and I climbed up and over and went to pee quickly. I had looked around while I was walking in there and didn't notice anything. This was also a long stretch of the road that didn't have any pull-offs or camping spots, so there shouldn't be anyone else there. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that there is in fact someone else there hiding out in your little pee cave. And honestly, I'm gotta be real with you, I have to pee so bad right now too, so I'm like living with you through this experience right now. I pulled my pants down and squatted down. The worst part of being an outdoorsy female, and that's when I saw him. In my peripheral vision, I could see a person. They were not very far from me, maybe 30 feet, walking straight towards me quickly. The hairs on my body stood up, and the second I saw movement in my vision, I didn't even turn to look. I stood up and started pulling my pants up while I took off running. Oh my God, this girl was doing the full like running with like your pants around your ankles still, like we've seen in all the movies, like we've seen in the cartoons. Oh God, that's nightmare material. I turned my head slightly to look, and he was still coming towards me super fast, like creepy ass brisk walking. I didn't look at him long enough to notice anything about him, but could tell he was a male, dressed in all dark clothing. I didn't want to turn around fully to look and slow myself down. I got over the top and ran directly into my Jeep, started it and gassed it before my door was even closed. I turned around not far down the road as I wanted to immediately get the hell out of there, and it was not a through road to anywhere. I looked around the area I pulled over at when I was driving back through and noticed nothing, but felt incredibly off. What if it wasn't a human? What if it wasn't a human? I mean, like, are you far away from anywhere? Like, how is this person surviving out there? Are they just like surviving off of squirrels and stuff? Or did you stumble across like Bigfoot or some type of like demonic spiritual forest entity that you confused with a human because it was shaped as a human? Yeah, I don't know. That's creepy. Oh God. Just being alone in a forest just always gives me the heebie-jeebies. Whether you're running into another human out there, some type of just like untamed animal that just like, you know, might be a little hungry that day, or just like, you know, the weird things that can happen to you, like you fall into something and you're unable to get up and help yourself. A lot can happen when you're out there in the woods all alone. Dun dun dun. I still wonder to this day if I avoided something terrible happening to me. Why else would someone be approaching you so directly and not even announce themselves or anything? Yeah, that's true, actually. If I was some random dude just chilling out there in the forest alone and some girl walked up and like started peeing, I'd be like, oh, hey, like, yeah, I know it's weird that I'm out here, but I'm here. Just want to let you know before you start taking care of your business. Yep, just trying to be, you know, a normal human being. Yeah, hi. Yeah, it's very creepy. They would just start walking towards you without saying anything. I think about the fact that I couldn't hear him coming either when it was an area that had leaves and twigs on the ground. It is genuinely the most terrifying thing that has ever happened to me. I haven't had many creepy encounters, luckily, although almost all of them have been outdoors in remote places. This one took the cake. Yeah, that's also creepy that you couldn't hear this person approaching you, even though that there's a lot of twigs and leaves on the ground. Makes me think that once again, maybe this wasn't a person at all. Ooh, I just got the chills. Oh, let's peep some of the comments. Every person I know, male or female, that has good intentions announces their presence, usually apologetically, in an awkward setting like this. From one outdoor girly to another, carry a gun. Also, good on you for remembering the power of your car. People need to remember it's a literal weapon if need be. Yeah, that's very true. And it's a great point as well, that if someone does have good intentions, not even good intentions, if someone does not have ill intentions, bad intentions, they're going to make their presence known. Like I said, hey, over here. I know it's weird I'm out here in this creepy little forest, but like before you start peeing, I am in fact here. Hi. The OP Fat Girl Wonders, great username once again, responded by saying, yeah, that was definitely what set off my gut instincts. So strange to just say nothing at all when directly approaching someone that you think can't see you. I'm Canadian, so guns aren't really an option for me. I do carry a different form of protection with me now, though. I would have straight ran his ass over if it came down to it, though. What do Canadians carry for protection? I'm an American. I live in Tennessee. People here carry guns and knives. Yeah, I have a machete in my room. Oh my gosh. I'm just glad that you're safe. Honestly, that's a very strange and creepy and unsettling encounter. I'm happy that you're safe. Once again, if someone does not announce their presence to you, that usually means their intentions are not good. In a creepy place like this, when you're not expecting someone to be around you, if their presence is not announced, get the hell out of there.